Happy Red Friday, Low VA Rates Nation. It's your favorite loan officer, Maurice Navarro. It's been a while. I'm back. Great to be with you again, all right? So again, wearing red, remembering everyone deployed. So shout out to all our military men and women who are out there right now serving. Thank you for what you do. So today, we've got an interesting topic, okay? We've got a few changes that have just been implemented. It's called the Blue Water Navy Vietnam Veterans Act of 2019. You gotta love any new bills or laws or things. They just have this really long name. But anyway, we're gonna explain a little bit about what it does because it probably will affect most veterans as far as what they can do with their home loans. Okay, so just first thing to know, it goes into effect January 1st, 2020. It just passed, but it's gonna take a few months before it actually kicks into effect. And it's introducing three significant changes. The first one is that this will allow Purple Heart veterans to waive the funding fee. Just a quick little recap. Remember, when you do a VA loan, the VA charges a funding fee. Until now, the only ones who were exempt from this was if the veteran had a disability rating of 10% or more. Now, if you got a Purple Heart, doesn't matter your disability status. You are exempt from this. This has been long overdue, so this is great news. All right. Number two, there have been a few changes to the VA funding fee. Okay, this part not so fun. It's going up a little bit, but this will be a temporary change. Okay, so one of our wonderful members of our marketing team here put this table down. We're going to actually have this table on our blog sometime next week. Okay, so just check back in a few days, but we will have this table. Now I'm just going to explain just real quick. So we've had a funding fee with when you do a VA loan. So for example, when you purchase first time that you're using your VA loan, there was a 2.15% charge. This is being increased to 2.3%. And here's the percentage of that increase. So in other words, this is what we're looking. This is where it's been. This is what it's going to be, again, effective January 1st, 2020. If you were using it subsequently, there was a higher. So remember, this was first time use, this was subsequent use, 3.3%, going up to 3.6%. And so forth. These are depending if you had 0 down or 5% down, 10% down, etc. These were for regular military. If you were in the National Guard or Reserves, there was a different percentage. It was a little higher. Again, but the difference here is that it's actually going down. Okay, so so for National Guardsmen and women and reservists, this funding fee is going down. So that's actually good news. Like I said, this is a temporary change. I think it actually has a lot to do with the fact that they are going to be offering Purple Heart veterans that waiver, so to sort of make up for it, that's why there's this increase. But my understanding is that in 2022, this should revert back to where it was before, except for the National Guardsmen and women and reservists funding fees. Theirs is actually going to I think it's going to stay the same or actually go down a little bit more actually. And then there will be another change slated for 2029, but you know what, that's too far down the road. But supposedly, the funding fees will actually go down less than what they're at right now. So that'll be good news. But we'll see again, that's 2029, who knows, right? All right, the third update that we have that came along with this change is that there will be a change to VA loan limits, okay? So up till now, the VA will guarantee 100% of the loan amount as long as we're meeting the conforming loan limits. Okay, every county has a conforming loan limit. For the most part, most counties in the nation have it's about a $484,000 limit, and so the VA say, hey, you can go up to that point, no problem. But if you get a house that's higher than that amount, then the veteran may be responsible for bringing in some cash to go towards that purchase. Now again, there's some counties with higher loan limits, so again, you were still okay as long as it was within the conforming loan limits. The VA is saying now, no worries. We don't care about conforming loan limits anymore. So you can actually get a jumbo loan, you can get a loan that's higher than your county's loan limit and still have it be guaranteed by the VA. You can still get a 100% financed loan, okay? So remember, the VA always just guarantees 25% of it, but now they're saying they'll guarantee 25% of whatever it is. This is fantastic news because that way you're not limited to this. You're not having to bring in cash towards the down payment. Don't forget though, you may still be responsible for closing costs. That's a different matter. But at least for the purchase of the house, you can basically get whatever loan amount you want as long as you can afford it, of course. That's why you go to a loan officer. They'll figure out your liabilities, income, and all that fun stuff. Again, we've covered that topic, but this should be saving veterans tens of thousands of dollars. This is great news. So 2 out of the 3, great. The other one, just a temporary little, increase in the VA funding fee, but it should be going back in a few years. But anyway, if you have any questions, be sure to post them in your comment section. We always try to respond as quickly as possible. And again, this table, we're going to have it on our blog. So if you go to lowvarates.com, there's a link to our blog, and we'll have this table sometime next week. Anyway, until next Friday, have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy Labor Day weekend. Stay safe.